McLaren's rising star Martinius Stenshorne and Nikola Tsolov have been suspended from competing in the Silverstone and Spa Formula 3 rounds. The reason? They broke the rules by racing in other championships. This unexpected twist has sent shockwaves through the racing community. So, let's dive into this video today to find out all the details behind this surprising ban. On the eve of F3's third round at Imola, the FIA stewards issued rulings against drivers Martinius Stenshorne and Nikola Tsolov for violating Article 10.4 of the 2024 F3 sporting regulations. This rule mandates that drivers must obtain explicit permission from the FIA and series promoter Formula Motorsport Limited to participate in testing or races in other single-seater series alongside F3. Both Stenshorne and Tsolov's management teams failed to notify the FIA of their activities in other single-seater series. As a result, Stenshorne was suspended from the F3 round at Silverstone and Tsolov from the Spa round. Additionally, each driver received 4 penalty points on their records, bringing their season totals to 6 points each. Article 10.4 states, "No driver entered in the championship may carry out any type of activity on any track with any type of single-seater car that was designed and/or built to achieve a power-to-weight ratio less than 2.0 kbhp. It also requires that competitors or drivers must inform the promoter and FIA of any planned single-seater activity at least 7 days before it starts, to allow for the appointment of an FIA observer." Stenshorne's penalty. High-tech GP rookie Martinius Stenshorne, who was recently announced as a new member of the McLaren driver development program, violated FIA regulations by participating in the second round of the UK-based GB3 Championship at Silverstone Circuit on April 27th and 28th. This breach of Article 10.4 of the 2024 F3 sporting regulations has resulted in his suspension from F3's Silverstone round, scheduled for July 5th to 7th. Stenshorne competed for Chris Dittman Racing in the GB3 event, marking his debut in the series' Tattus MSV022 car. The 18-year-old Norwegian finished 9th and 14th in the 2 races, while the third race was cancelled due to adverse weather conditions. Additionally, he took part in 2 days of pre-event testing. The FIA ruling stated that the promoter representative was not informed of the single-seater testing activity of the driver of car 15. Neither the competitor nor the driver requested written approval from the promoter as required in Article 10.4e of the sporting regulations. Stenshorne himself explained that he was unaware of Article 10.4's requirements and that his management team, All Road Management, organised both the test and his participation in the GB3 event. Further, High-Tech GP's team representative explained that they were unaware of Martinius Stenshorne's participation in the GB3 test and competition at Silverstone until they received the summons from the stewards. However, they admitted that High-Tech Pulse 8, the team's division running 3 cars in the GB3 Championship, was present at the event. Stenshorne's participation was linked to Chris Dittman Racing through the High-Tech Academy. In the official FIA report, the team representative reiterated their lack of awareness regarding Stenshorne's participation in the GB3 activities, but acknowledged High-Tech's presence at the event. Despite requests for comment from the feeder series, High-Tech GP did not respond. However, a statement released by High-Tech GP later on Thursday evening confirmed that they would be appealing the decision, describing the penalty as extremely strong compared to similar infringements. The stewards' report clarified that had the FIA and the promoter representative received a request for Stenshorne to participate in the Silverstone GB3 round, they would have denied the authorization due to the similarities between the GB3 car and the F3 car and the sporting advantage gained for the driver. Tsolov's penalty. Art Grand Prix driver Nikola Tsolov, an Alpine junior, participated in Eurocup 3's season opener at Circuit de Spa-Francorchamps in Belgium on April 19th and 20. However, his involvement in this event without proper authorization led to consequences. Tsolov raced for Spanish team GRS, with whom he had competed in 2 Eurocup 3 rounds last year after completing his rookie F3 season. Unfortunately, the 17-year-old Bulgarian retired from the sole competitive session of the weekend due to torrential rain, which also led to the cancellation of both qualifying sessions and the second race. In the stewards' ruling, Tsolov claimed he was unaware of the requirements outlined in Article 10.4 of the sporting regulations. His participation in the Euro Cup 3 series, organised by his management team just 3 days before the event, was not properly authorised. The team representative also admitted to being unaware of Tsolov's participation in the Euro Cup 3 series at Spa. Tsolov, a Fernando Alonso's A14 management program client, was announced at GRS shortly before the Euro Cup 3 round began. Despite being confirmed for the seat at least a week prior to the event, proper authorization was not obtained. As a result, Tsolov currently sits 16th in the F3 standings with 7 points. Stenshorne on why he went to Silverstone. During an interview with the feeder series at Silverstone, Martinius Stenshorne discussed his decision to participate in the GB3 round. "It's the first time for me here and with the car, so it's just a learning experience and mainly to learn the track for F3 because there's not much practice," he said. He explained that it was his first time at the circuit and with the car, presenting an invaluable learning opportunity, particularly for familiarizing himself with the track layout, given the limited practice time available in F3. Stenshorne acknowledged the differences between the GB3 and F3 cars, noting that while the GB3 car offers significant downforce, it doesn't match the levels found in F3. Additionally, F3 cars boast more power and slightly softer tyres. Despite these disparities, Stenshorne highlighted similarities in the driving approach required for both cars, particularly in navigating the circuit. "I think it's good to get some racing experience here as well, even if the car is different," he continued. "It's closer to what I've been doing in F3, so in that sense, we thought, why not?" Expressing the benefits of gaining racing experience in GB3, Stenshorne emphasized its relevance to his F3 endeavors. He believed that despite the car differences, racing in GB3 would provide valuable insights and aid in his development as a driver. Ultimately, Stenshorne and his team saw it as a worthwhile opportunity to further his skills and understanding of racing dynamics, contributing to his overall growth as a competitor in the F3 Championship. Catching up with Martinius Stenshorne ahead of F3's return to Imola. Transitioning from Formula Regional to F3, Stenshorne joined Hightech GP, a top-tier team with championship potential. Despite the differences between F3 and his previous experiences, Stenshorne remained unfazed. "F1 is quite distant from us, so you don't really notice it too much," he noted. "F3 was quite new for me, so it was a challenge in a good way." In Bahrain, Stenshorne faced hurdles, qualifying 22nd and compromising his point-scoring chances. Reflecting on F3 qualifying, he highlighted its pressure and the importance of every lap. Despite the setbacks, he remained optimistic for improvement, drawing from his better performance in Melbourne. Stenshorne quickly asserted himself in Australia, qualifying 11th and swiftly advancing in the sprint race. Engaging in a thrilling battle, he seized the lead on lap 3, showcasing his potential and adapting well to the challenges of F3 racing. After securing the lead in the F3 race, Stenshorne maintained his position at the front throughout the middle part of the race. Despite the potential upset caused by a late safety car, he remained composed and retained his first place, clinching his inaugural victory in the championship. Reflecting on his win, Stenshorne expressed satisfaction with his performance. "Whether it's FIA or F3, it's not so different when you are leading the race," he remarked. He highlighted the significant impact of DRS and headwinds during the race, emphasizing the joy of crossing the finish line in P1. He also appreciated the safety car intervention, allowing him to manage his tyres and maintain a strong pace during the restart. Following the race, F3 went on a hiatus, with in-season testing in Barcelona being the sole official sessions in the past 7 weeks. Stenshorne utilised this break to further refine his skills and understanding of the car and tyres. Despite his familiarity with the track, he acknowledged the ongoing learning process and felt he had made significant progress in both his driving and understanding of the car. In addition to F3 testing, Stenshorne seized the opportunity to debut in GB3 at Silverstone during the break. Although unfamiliar with the track and the car, he embraced the challenge and focused on learning. "Silverstone is quite a tricky track," he remarked. Despite facing difficult weather conditions, he appreciated the chance to gain experience in diverse conditions. He believed that this experience would provide him with a competitive edge in the upcoming F3 race at the same venue in July. So what do you think of the McLaren drivers getting banned? Comment below and subscribe for more.